Sachith Metsere. Today I will be doing grade 3 speech and drama. I will be doing a prose passage, poem, reading and answering some questions. First, I would like to start off with my prose passage. An extract from The Wonderful Wizard of Oz by L. Baum. "But this is terrible," said the Tin Woodman. "How shall I ever get my heart?" "Or I, my courage," said the Lion. "Or I, my brain," wailed the Scarecrow, wiping the tears from his eyes with his coat sleeve. "My dear friends, I pray you not to speak about these little things. Think of me and how terrible trouble I may have been found out." "Does anyone else know that you're a humbug?" asked Dorothy. "No one knows it, but you four and myself. I have been fooling everyone so long that I thought I should never be found out. It was a great mistake mine, ever letting you into the throne room." "But I don't understand," said Dorothy bewilderedly. "You appear to me as Great Head." "That is one of my great tricks. Step this way, please, and I will tell you all about it." He led the way to a small chamber in the rear of the throne room. He pointed to one corner in which lay the great head, indeed made out of thickness of paper and a carefully painted face. "This I hung from the ceiling by a wire. I stood behind the screen and I pulled a thread to make the eyes move and the mouth open." "Oh, what about the voice?" she inquired. "Oh, I am a ventriloquist." Next, I would like to start off with my poem. All My Great Excuses by Ken Nesbitt. I started on my homework, but my pen ran out of ink. My hamster ate my homework. My computer's on the blink. I tripped and dropped my homework in the soup my mom was cooking. My brother flushed it down the toilet when I wasn't looking. My mom ran my homework through the washer and the dryer. An airplane crashed into our house and set my homework on fire. Tornadoes blew my notes away. Volcanoes rocked our town. My books were taken hostage by an evil killer clown. Some aliens abducted me. I had a shark attack. A pirate swiped my homework and refused to give it back. I worked on these excuses so darn long, my teacher said. "I think you'll find it easier to do the work instead." Next, I would like to do some reading. Yuki and the Tsunami. Yuki's village was nestled by the shore below a small mountain. One day, Yuki was playing on top of the small mountain, watching the preparations below for a festival that was going to take place that very night to celebrate a wonderful rice crop. All of a sudden, Yuki felt an earthquake beneath his feet. It was not strong enough to frighten anybody, but Yuki, who had already felt dozens of shocks, thought it was all. A long, slow, spongy motion. The houses below, by the sea, rocked gently several times. Then all became still again. Soon after, Yuki noticed something even more strange. The sea darkened all of a sudden, and it seemed to be rushing backwards towards the horizon. With a gasp, Yuki suddenly remembered the words of his grandfather. His grandfather had told the boy how his own father's father had told him just before a terrible tsunami. The sea suddenly and quickly rose backwards. Yuki, his breath heavy, ran down the mountainside to warn the people of impending danger. Get back! Get back!" shouted the boy. "There's terrible danger!" "What are you talking about, Yuki?" laughed one person. "Look at all the great new shells on the beach." No, you don't understand," cried Yuki. "You must run away! Up to the mountain, everybody!" But no one would listen to him. They all laughed in his face and carried on romping in the new sand and watching the sea roll back even more. Next, I would be answering some questions. I would be answering question number 1, 2 and 4.
Question number 1. How do you feel your performances went? What were you most pleased with?
I think my performances went very well. I really enjoyed telling the prose passage and my poem. In my prose passage, there were a lot of characters. The characters were feeling very frightened and troubled, and they were anxious about what was going to happen to them. In my poem, a little child is making a whole lot of excuses for not doing his homework. The excuses were really funny. I really enjoyed telling the expressions for my poem.
Question number 2. Choose one of your pieces and talk about how the characters or narrator's feelings change.
For this question, I would choose my poem. In my poem, the poet is making up a whole lot of excuses for not doing his homework, and then at the end, the teacher says it will be easier to do your homework instead. That might have changed the poet's feeling towards the end of the poem.
Question number 4. Describe the imagery surroundings in one of your pieces.
For this question, I would choose my prose passage because the Wizard of Oz takes Dorothy and her friends into a secret room of his where he keeps all his secret plans, and that's where the great head is. The room is considered mysterious and magical. I hope you enjoyed my performances. Stay safe.